I read in the news releases that your wife was going to be in this movie, and I meant to watch for her, but I got so caught up in all the action I forgot. Which one was she?
She was a very small part. She played the newscaster that was going to go on in place of Jane when she was late. Deanna, my wife, has no real aspirations about acting. She's basically was from Washington, D.C. and from a political background. But I got tired of trying to tell her what was going on all the time down on the set while we were filming. She'd never been around filming before. I think, you know, as a newly married couple, she was a little jealous from doing Coma with Geneviève Bujold and now working with Jane Fonda and all these people, that she had sort of a fantasy image about what goes on down there. And I said, well, come on, now you play a little part and you'll see that it's not quite as colorful and romantic as you think it is. And I think she realizes that now.
Michael, has marriage changed you?
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's what it's done for me is it's the film industry, or the biz, I guess like a lot of other ones, has a way of overlapping your work hours, and you tend to bring your work home with you. Your friends are in the same industry, and particularly in the business, you can't stop talking about it. Marriage and my new son have really helped to separate the two, so that I make a conscious effort now that when I go home, I'm with them, because I enjoy it. When I was single before, you know, I was running around a fair amount, and they would just sort of overlap into each other, my social life and my business life. Now I try very hard to separate them, because I really enjoy the time I spend with my wife and my new son.
Would you mind if Deandra wanted to pursue her own career?
No, not at all. She's been thinking about getting into sort of international charters about environmental protection agencies, and I think that's wonderful. I think I'd mind if she wanted to go into show business, though.
Oh, you would?
Yeah, I think so. I sort of really enjoy being with someone who's not in the business, and I think that's...
So you don't talk shop all the time?
You don't talk shop all the time, exactly.
Would you want your son to go into this profession?
Well, that'll be his choice. I got to tell you, though, he's only 8 weeks old. He's got
a long time.
And he's got a heck of a dimple already. Really, he's got a classic Kirk Douglas dimple. I mean, it's a big one. So we'll see.
You don't seem to have any of the hang-ups that many of the second-generation actors have.
Well, my folks got divorced when I was fairly young, about 5, but they always remained in close contact with each other. So I think I had 2 advantages. Number one, I was not brought up in Hollywood. I was brought up back east. Would spend my summers with my father in Hollywood, but that was about it. Plus the fact that as divorced parents, they talk with each other. And I've told a lot of other friends of mine who've gone through divorces that's the most important. Don't worry about the kids. Everybody's so guilty and what's going to happen to the kids. As long as parents maintain some sort of dialogue rather than always ending on never speaking to each other again.